Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Today, we are tuning into the energy of your future spouse, what he's like, how does he carry himself, what is his vibe, his career, his energy, and what's the real truth behind this connection. You already know how we do it over here. We don't sugarcoat. We're not just doing fantasy fairy tales. If it's real love, I'm going to tell you. If it's shadowy, I'm going to tell you that too. It's not always sunshine and roses, but let's pray yours is. So grab your tea, get grounded, and tap into the vibe of your pile, crystal, and card. All right. And hey, if you're feeling the energy, please check out my music channel, which is XO Janai. It's soft, it's deep, high vibrational, and it's straight from my soul. Music has always been a part of my journey, but I'm finally releasing it to the public now. Link is in the description. And if you feel called to subscribe, I'd be so grateful. And if you already have, thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right. Okay. Take a moment here and meditate on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card 1 with the rose quartz crystal, card 2, the amethyst, and card 3, the green aventurine. Let's jump straight into it. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Today, we are tuning into the energy of your future spouse. What he's like, how does he carry himself, what's his vibe, his career, his energy, and what's the real truth behind this connection. You already know how we do it over here. We don't sugarcoat. We're not just doing fantasy fairy tales. If it's real love, I'm going to tell you. If it's shadowy, I'm going to tell you that too. Okay, so it's not always sunshine and roses, but let's pray yours is. So grab your tea, get grounded, and tap into the vibe of your pile, your crystal, and your card. And hey, if you're feeling the energy, please check out my music channel, XO Janai. It's soft, it's deep, high vibrational, and it's straight from my soul. Music has always been a part of my journey, but I'm finally releasing it to the public. So the link is in the description. If you feel called to subscribe, I'd be so grateful. And if you already have, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Pile 1. Listen, okay, your energy drew you here to the rose quartz crystal and the Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Now, let me tell you right now, this isn't a boy. This is a man, grown. Okay. Now, the rose quartz is giving me like deep emotional availability, not love bombing, not future faking. This is the real thing because he had to earn this kind of heart. He had to earn it. And that Black Jaguar, woo, honey, this man's done been through some dark tunnels, babe, but he didn't get stuck there. He didn't get stuck there because he's resilient, he's refined, he's quiet, but powerful. So this is that you can feel his presence before he speaks type of energy. He's calm, he's observant, he's private as heck, okay? But not in a shady way, just protective of his peace. He might even have this piercing stare or low voice that makes you forget what you were saying. Yeah, that kind of vibe, okay? Because he doesn't chase attention, but attention always finds him. And here's the thing, you probably won't catch him club hopping or being loud online. He's in his grown man flow, building, reflecting, listening to spirit, and making real moves. So if you've been calling in a man who's emotionally stable, spiritually aware, and done with the games, this card is confirmation. He's out there and he's been evolving for you. But don't go anywhere because we're just getting started. Okay, that was just the energy around his soul and emotional maturity. So we still need to uncover, how does he act in love? What's his communication style? What's his love language? His career path? And yes, his looks. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and see where this energy is headed. And also stay with me because the total energetic summary at the end of this, right, is not something you want to miss. And if you want a personal reading where I go deeper than I can go on this platform, the link is in the description. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You have the Sun card. First off, the Sun, right? It rules over Leo, and it also rules over the Father. It also rules over the divine masculine energy. But I'm going to tell you what this card says. This card says, the golden energy of the Sun brings fame and fortune. So, look, this is what's happening. Girl, you got a real one showing up, okay? A real one. Come on, pile one. This energy just keeps getting better. So, yeah, we just pulled the Sun, and I already know you feel it. Because, listen, this card right here, like I just said, it rules Leo. It rules the divine masculine. And, yes, it rules the father archetype. So this tells me that the man you're attracting is not just emotionally grown, he is spiritually aligned. He's ready to be seen. I'm going to read this again, okay? And y'all forgive me because I repeat myself a lot. It's just something I do. Not a lot, but I repeat myself. So the card says, I just really want you to feel this. The golden energy of the Sun brings fame and fortune. That's literally what this card says. So don't be surprised if this man is well known in his community or field, has a natural magnetic aura, or even steps into a public facing role when y'all align, because your energy awakens that confidence in him. Okay. And also, he could have Leo in his chart. But even if he doesn't, he carries that Leo solar vibration. But Leo could be prominent in the chart. Okay. He carries that energy of like proud, powerful, protective, and he wants to be proud of you too. You're not just his partner, you're his reflection, and he's not afraid to let the world know it. He's not hiding you. He's holding you like legacy. And I'll be honest with you. This card also means that he has to grow out of his ego. He has to grow out of his ego. He may have had a time where he needed external validation, but he's learning now that his true shine, it comes from within. And you mirror that inner light. So let's see what comes next, because baby, we've seen his soul in the Black Jaguar and we've seen his shine in the Sun. So let's pull your third card and see what Spirit wants to show us about his romantic nature, how he treats you, and what this love could really feel like day to day. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. And remember, if this is hitting you, baby, and you're ready to go deeper than YouTube allows, you already know the link is in the description for your personal reading. So let's do it. Let's pull your next card. And also make sure you stay until the end of your reading, because I'm going to summarize this total energetic frequency of your next spouse. So let's see. All right, you have flying. This is what the card says, baby. Now, with flying coming through, this is air energy. So it does represent the air zodiacs, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm picking up. Okay. All right, now. Let me tell you something about this card right here. I am already picking up on the movement in this connection. You may be dealing with or attracting someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. But more than that, right? More than just the signs, this card is saying this connection is not meant to stay on the ground. You are meant to elevate, to move, to travel, to fly past limitations. He's not the type to settle for the bare minimum. This is someone who's hungry to expand mentally, spiritually, physically. He could be the type who travels for work, has a vision bigger than his city, or simply thinks on a higher level than the men you dealt with before. And you're not just watching him fly, you're flying with him. So, this isn't one of those one-sided journeys where you're always supporting his dreams. This is mutual expansion. He sees you as someone who deserves to shine just as bright. This is a relationship where both of you win, both of you evolve, both of you soar. And here's what I'm picking up intuitively. He's got a free spirit, but he's not flaky. He knows how to move, but he still knows how to land and commit. So you're going to feel like he breathes life back into you, like you finally have space to be yourself fully and still be deeply loved. Let's keep it flowing because so far you got, the old soul stability with the Jaguar. You got divine radiance and recognition with the Sun. And now you got expansion and elevation with flying. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what Spirit is revealing next. Are we about to get into his love language, his emotional availability? Let's see where this energy is going. All right, so let's do it. Okay, and make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to break down the total energetic frequency of your next spouse. Let's pull the next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Yo, girl, you know. Let's do it. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Let's see. And you got the Father of Cups. Look at the Father of Cups coming out. Did I mention that the Son rules over the Father? It does. And guess where the Father of Cups is going? Right here beneath the Sun. That's its natural place. That's where I was going to place it. So with the Father of Cups coming through, this is like a synchronicity. So this is confirmation of the energy of your future spouse. But let me tell you what else I'm picking up. The cup energy is also in resonance with the water zodiacs. The cup energy rules over the emotions. So this is deep. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. Girl, do you see the alignment? You just pulled the Father of Cups. And again, it came right beneath the Sun card. Which, right, you already remember. The Sun rules over the divine masculine and the Father archetype. So this right here, this is a straight synchronicity. This is confirmation of the exact energy your future spouse carries. You didn't imagine this. This isn't wishful thinking. This is divine alignment showing up in your spread. Now, let's talk about this Father of Cups energy because, woo, honey, he's giving emotional mastery, mature love, and deep care. This is water sign daddy energy. Okay. Water sign daddy energy. He could have, listen, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in his chart. Or he simply leads with emotional depth and intuitive sensitivity. He feels everything, but he knows how to hold it. He knows how to hold it. He doesn't suppress emotions, he channels them. And when it comes to you, he doesn't just love you, baby. He feels you. He reads your mood before you say a word. What else is coming through? This is the kind of man who knows how to be romantic without trying too hard. Is loyal, private, protective, and deeply emotionally intelligent. Might not always say much, but when he speaks, it lands. He is not loud with his love. He's intentional. He gives safe space, right? A safe place to land energy. And you know what else? He's soft, but only with you. The rest of the world gets his strength. You get the softness, the access, the heart. Let's keep the energy flowing, because now that we have seen his old soul, his shine, his airborne mindset, and now his emotional depth, let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what else Spirit is revealing, because we still have to get into his love language, his purpose, and what your connection will feel like in real life. And you already know the vibe. If you're ready to go deeper than YouTube allows, this link is in the description. Book your personal reading and I'll break it down. I'll break down his chart, his timeline, your chart, his soul contract with you, all of it. And baby, don't forget to stay till the end of the reading, because I'm going to summarize the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. Let's see what's next. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? All right. Let's see what we got. What is the energy coming through? Your future spouse. And maybe we can get some looks in here, right? And career as well. Let's see what we got coming through. Thank you, Spirit. You got Saint Dphna, mental health, well-being, and support. Okay, Saint Dphna. She is the saint of mental health and support and well-being. Her name is spelled, of course, the saint, but it's Dymphna. And she is from the Angels Among Us Oracle deck. But I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling, girl. Listen. Okay. Yes. Okay, now Power One. Let's talk about this energy, because it's deeper than dollars. You got mental health, support, and well-being. And baby, this card is dripping in purpose work and divine alignment. The name in Dphna, right? She's the angel of emotional healing, clarity, and nervous system restoration. So what does that say about your future spouse? This card tells me he's either in the healing field or he is the healing field. So whether it's like mental health work, coaching or mentorship, somatic therapy, social work, or even healing through music, storytelling, or creative expression, his career and soul mission revolve around people feeling safe again. So he could have had, a rough upbringing, or even maybe went through a mental health crisis himself. But instead of folding, he turned that pain into purpose. So this man doesn't just check on you, he teaches you how to check in with yourself. And you know what else? He has this calming presence. You don't even realize how tense you've been until he speaks. This man might be the reason you start sleeping through the night again. So that's how soothing his energy is. And Spirit is also saying you may meet through a healing environment, a retreat, a wellness space, a meditation group, or through a conversation around mental health or energy work. This is not surface level love. This is higher love, soul restoring love. Career wise, he may not even use a fancy title, but don't get it twisted. This man is in his purpose, and he gets paid spiritually and materially for the impact he creates. People trust him. People open up to him, and you'll be his peace in return. Let's go ahead and pull your next card, because we now tapped into his divine masculine essence, his emotional maturity, his soul expansion, and now his purpose and career alignment. So let's see what Spirit wants to show us next. So we still have more to uncover, and baby, don't you dare click off, because at the end, I'm going to break down the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. So let's do it. All right. Okay, what is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see. You got on the right path. On the right path. Were you wondering that, Pile One? Are you like me? Sometimes I'm just like, am I on the right path? Spirit, confirm, guide me. You know, I feel like a lot of us are like that, and it's okay to feel that way. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm picking up. It's perfectly, actually, naturally, and normal to feel that way. Pile One, the energy. This card just sealed the deal, because this is not just confirmation. This is reassurance. This is Spirit literally saying you are in alignment for this kind of love. You are walking toward the person who's already being prepared for you. And let's go deeper, because this isn't just about you being on the right path. Your future spouse is on his own path too. And guess what? Y'all aren't chasing each other. You're both walking your divine routes, and they are intersecting on purpose. So what's coming through intuitively? This card tells me that he's coming in at the right time and not a second too soon. He had to get on his own path first, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And you had to remember your worth, your power, your light, and walk forward with no more second guessing. This love isn't delayed. It's aligned. He might even say things like this. He might say, like, I feel like I had to go through everything to be ready for this. Or, I didn't expect you, but I knew you when I saw you. This connection is going to feel like relief, resonance, and that deep, powerful phrase, oh, there you are. And let's be clear, this isn't one of those fake spiritual twin flame runner chaser scenarios. No, baby. This is grown, chosen, reciprocal love. The kind where both of you show up, not perfectly, but present. All right, so let's keep going. Because so far, this spread has been the Black Jaguar, the soul maturity, the sun, divine masculine radiance, flying, mental and spiritual expansion, Father of Cups, emotional availability, and Difna, purpose and healing through career. And now on the right path, which is divine confirmation. So let's go ahead and pull your final card before I drop that full energetic frequency. And remember, if this is hitting and your soul is lit up by this, go ahead and book your personal reading. Book it, love, because there's so much that I can't say here. But your blueprint, I can read that. The link's in the description. So let's get into your final card, and then we'll break down the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got the medium Coeli, and that's spelled Coeli. Midhaven, direction, reputation. This is an aspect in an astrological birth chart. Woo, pile one. Sit down for this one. You pulled Coeli. You are the medium. And let me tell you what this means energetically. This isn't just the love reading anymore, okay? This is your soul path aligning with your partner's mission. What's coming through? In astrology, Coeli, the IC, Midhaven axis, it speaks to your public direction, your reputation, your sacred career, and how you fulfill your divine blueprint on this earth. You are the medium, means you are the bridge between spiritual and physical realms, your voice, your body, your story, your gift. And what this tells me about your future spouse is this. He's not just here to love you. He's here to align with your calling. And you are meant to amplify his. This man may already be walking in purpose or about to step into it boldly, recognized or respected in his space, or on the verge of some type of career breakthrough. And you walk in as his alignment partner. This is power couple energy, but not performative. Okay, not performative. It is private impact, deep legacy, quiet influence. And spiritually, this card says you may have even seen him in dreams, felt his energy before he arrived, or channeled his soul frequency long before the physical meeting. Because, girl, you're not just a receiver, you're the channel. So this connection is being divinely ushered in through your alignment, your healing, your spiritual growth, your yes to your path. It called him in, okay? So you didn't chase this man. You aligned with him. You didn't audition for love. You magnetized it. And now the universe is saying, you're ready, he's ready, and the world is ready for what you two will birth together. Final message before the summary. Listen, you are the medium. He is the anchor. So together, you are the mission. This is not just love. This is legacy. And now, listen, let me break it all the way down. Let's get into your total energetic frequency of your future spouse because, baby, listen, this frequency, this total frequency, this man's soul just came all the way through. So let's summarize what you're really walking into. All right. Here we go. Let me just get a sip of tea, y'all. Give me 1 second. Do any of you guys drink matcha tea? Oh my God, it's so good. All right, so here we go. Let's get into it. Listen, here we go. This frequency, woo, girl, this man's soul just came all the way through. So let me summarize what you're really walking into. He's a divine masculine with old soul wisdom. Okay, so this isn't just a man with deep feelings. This is a man with depth. He doesn't need attention. He commands energy. So he's emotionally mature. He's spiritually activated. He's mentally expansive. And more than anything, he's ready. This is the kind of man who watches you when you speak, not just listens, wants to protect your softness, not control your power, supports your gifts, not competes with your calling. He's got presence, he's got peace, and baby, he's got purpose. He doesn't just walk into your life, he walks into your legacy. You won't have to chase this man. You won't have to over-explain your worth. And you won't have to guess how he feels. You'll feel it in his energy. You'll hear it in his voice. And you'll see it in your life, right? You'll see it in how your life expands when he enters. This is that soul aligned, grown ass love. Not fast, not flaky, but fated. You are the medium. He is the anchor. Together, you are the mission. Final message coming through. If this resonated, I'm sending you love. And if your intuition is still tugging at you and saying, girl, I know there's more, then trust, right? Trust that pull, because there's so much more I can share with you privately. So book your personal reading. The link is in the description. Let's go deeper than YouTube allows. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my music channel, XO Janai. It's where the frequency meets the sound, and it would mean so much if you support that part of my journey too. The link is in the description. I love you, I see you, and I cannot wait to hear how this love finds you. Until next time, stay in alignment, stay magnetic, and stay ready, because he's on the way. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. This is pile 2, and we're about to find out what your future spouse is really like. You already know how we do it over here. I'm not here to fluff you up or play in your face. I'm going to give it to you straight. If it's beautiful, I'm going to tell you. If it's messy, I'm going to tell you that too. This is not a fantasy channel. This is a clarity portal. And today we're finding out exactly what kind of man your soul is calling in. But before we dive in, let me say this from my heart. If you're vibing with my energy and you haven't already, please check out my music channel, XO Janai. It's soft, it's powerful, it's intimate. And after years of creating in private, I am finally releasing it publicly. So if you feel led to support that part of my soul, the link is in the description. Thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. You're a part of something sacred. Pile 2, let's get into it. Your energy drew you here to the amethyst crystal and the elephant card, which says greatness. So let me tell you something right off the bat. This is not a small energy. This is not a bare minimum, let me breadcrumb you kind of man. You chose the elephant, and the elephant energy does not move small. Elephant energy walks with purpose, wisdom, and spiritual memory. And let me just say this, the amethyst crystal, that's third eye clarity. That means that this man doesn't just live in his head, he lives in his knowing. He moves based on alignment, not ego, not pressure, not performance. So, what am I picking up? This is a man who has already survived something big, walks with humility and legacy energy, and probably has a powerful aura without needing attention. Okay, so this is divine masculine with emotional weight. He don't speak on everything, but when he does, you feel it in your chest. He may already have a title, or people may look up to him without him even trying. So this man isn't chasing greatness, he is greatness. And when he chooses you, he brings you with him. So yeah, this isn't about being flashy or loud. This is about impact. This man is building things that last, businesses, legacies, love, and family. Okay, so now we're going to go deeper into this energy because this is just the beginning. Because we still need to see, his emotional layers, his spiritual sensitivity, his career flow, and the soul contract between you two. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and see where this is headed. And listen, if this is already landing, if your spirit is lit up by this energy, go to claritybay.com and book your personal reading, and I'll tell you what I can't say here. And don't go anywhere, because at the end, I'm going to give you this man's total energetic frequency. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. What is the energy as it does relate? You have time to shine. Creates an energetic resonance for golden opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and pull another card, and then we'll read both cards together. Let's see, what is the energy as it does relate? You got slow and steady. All right, so we'll start here with time to shine and then move over to slow and steady. So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy coming through? Let's see, I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up. Pile 2. The way these next two cards just linked up. Okay. Honey, we're talking legacy, timing, golden alignment, and grown man strategy. Okay. So here's the thing. You pulled time to shine, and this card is giving me major masculine manifestation vibes. It creates, the card says, creates energetic resonance for golden opportunities. That's what the card literally says, and the message is loud and clear. Your future spouse is stepping into a glow-up era, spiritually and materially. This is someone who has been doing the inner work, has been moving in silence, and now it's time for him to be seen, to be elevated, to be received. And you don't slow him down. You accelerate the shine, because the way your energy blends with his, it opens new doors. It unlocks next levels. So when y'all align, don't be surprised if he steps into a major opportunity, business, leadership, public platform, okay? Because he begins making more money, more impact, or finally receiving recognition. Or he's just, he just says something like, Ever since I met you, everything started aligning. You're not just a lover, you're the frequency that unlocks his next chapter. And then, baby, you pulled slow and steady. So let's get into it. Because the universe isn't just throwing you into some high-speed fantasy romance. This card came through to ground it. Slow and steady says, this man moves with intention. He takes his time because he knows what he's building. And he's not here to play guessing games or get lost in drama. This is a grown man with a long game mindset. He's not interested in quick highs. He wants real roots. So when you blend these two cards, time to shine, plus slow and steady, here's what you're looking at. A man who's entering a season of visibility, but not losing his discernment in the process. A love that's going to be worth the build. And a connection that says, we're not rushing, we're rising. Let's keep it going, because now that we've seen his legacy frequency with the elephant, his spiritual vision through the amethyst, his glow up timing and emotional maturity, let's pull your next card and see what Spirit's revealing about how this man will love you. And don't forget, if this is already vibrating on your soul, go to claritybay.com and book your personal reading, because I'll take you deeper than this platform ever could. And stay with me, because we still have more to uncover, and I will be breaking down the total energetic frequency of your next spouse. So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? All right, so what is coming through? All right, let's see here. You got justice. Okay. We know that Libra rules over balance and justice. So, of course, he could have prominent Libra placements in his birth chart. It could be his top 3, or that could be yours as well. But Libra also rules over the planet Venus, the planet beauty of love, beauty and love. But this tells me that your future spouse isn't just someone coming in to love you. He's coming in to balance the scales. This is karmic alignment. This is not punishment, it's reward. So this is giving spiritual contract fulfilled. Right place, right person, divine timing. And most importantly, this time, it's mutual, okay? No more overgiving, no more explaining your worth, no more pouring from a broken cup. This man comes correct. He's likely someone who believes in fairness and accountability, moves with integrity even when nobody's watching, and may work in something that involves law, structure, contracts, or protection. Could even be spiritual law, not legal. Okay, and so he's coming in not just as a partner. No, not just as a partner. He's coming in as divine confirmation that you didn't wait in vain. This man is proof that choosing yourself pays off. And don't get it twisted. He's not perfect. But he is just, he takes responsibility. He is just. He takes responsibility. He does the inner work. And if he makes a mistake, he makes it right. So you don't have to beg for effort. You don't have to decode his silence. This is grown man communication, not confusion. And when we pair justice with your previous cards, time to shine, it shows that he's stepping into expansion, slow and steady, showed he doesn't rush greatness. And now justice says this is not random, it's sacred. This connection is divinely measured, protected, and delivered. Let's keep the energy flowing because, girl, we still got to get into how his love will feel, what you activate in him, and what spirit is showing you about your own readiness for this kind of love. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what's coming through next. All right, so let's do it. And remember, baby, stay till the end because I'm going to break down the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. Let's pull your next card. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's coming through. Okay. Here we go. What is the energy as it does relate? You got the Archangel Sandalphon. His name is spelled Sandalphon. It's Archangel of Music, Earth Star, and answered prayer. Okay? Point blank, period. Y'all know what? Girl. Listen. Okay. Spirit showing up and showing out. I love this for you. This right here is your confirmation. You pulled Archangel Sandalphon, and his energy speaks directly, like I said, to music, the Earth Star Chakra, your spirit, which is your spiritual roots, and most importantly, answered prayer. You didn't just wish for this love. You planted for it. You aligned for it. And so now it's arriving. This card says your future spouse is heaven sent, but earth built. He may be deeply connected to music as a listener, creator, or soul that hears beyond words. Someone who carries vibration as medicine. He speaks and it calms your nervous system. Or you may meet this man through music, sound healing, or creative expression. And when we talk about the Earth Star Chakra, that's not fluffy, high up in the clouds spirituality. This is grounded, embodied soul work. So what does that mean? It means this connection manifests in the 3D, not just dreams or fantasy. It feels safe and rooted, not rushed or confusing, and comes with deep sense of, I prayed for this, and now it's here. And let's not ignore the music message. You may share a musical bond with this man, or the same song may follow you around before he shows up. Pay attention to lyrics, frequencies, even dream songs, because he speaks through vibration, not just words. And listen, Spirit is showing me this might also be a mirrored connection where you're his answered prayer too. You didn't just call him in, he's been calling you in too. Your energy matched a request that he whispered to God. And now the delivery is in motion. So let's keep going because, girl, this is sacred. Elephant gave us greatness. Amethyst unlocked his spiritual vision. Time to shine and slow and steady grounded the timing and discipline. And justice gave us karmic balance. And now Sandalphon is saying, this love was heard, blessed, and released to you. So you have 2 more cards to go, right? You got 2 more cards to go. And after these 2 cards, we're going to bring it all together, bring all this together because, baby, the energy, this energy, man, it's deep. So let's do it. Let's pull your next 2 cards. I think I want to start here. All right. So what is the energy as it does relate? Mother of Swords. That is actually not the card I wanted to pull, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Only because sometimes you have to go with, I mean, that's not the deck that I wanted to pull from because I'd already pulled from this deck with the Justice card. But hey, it's meant to come out. And I'm going to tell you why it's meant to be here, this Mother of Swords energy. Sword energy does rule over communication in the air zodiacs. But this is deep what's coming through. Yeah, so listen. Spirit said what it said. This card is here for a reason. Sometimes it's the card you didn't expect that brings the truth you needed to hear. The Mother of Swords rules communication, boundaries, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and a very powerful gift, the ability to see through the BS. So what does this mean for your future spouse? This man is clear-minded, articulate, and intellectually aware. He doesn't fumble communication. He doesn't gaslight, deflect, or avoid. When he speaks, he means it. And when you speak, he listens. He may come across quiet at first, but make no mistake, this man pays attention. He is highly discerning with his energy, his space, his words, and most importantly, his woman. Okay? You're also being shown that this relationship will call you to speak up for your needs. Know the value of your own mind and never ever water yourself down to keep the peace. He doesn't want your silence. He wants your truth. Okay? So you don't have to shrink to fit into his world. You speak and the room adjusts. And that is why this card came out, even though it wasn't expected. This relationship honors your intelligence and your intuition. And it's not just emotional, it's mentally compatible and spiritually calibrated. Okay. So you got 1 more card to go before we get into the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. And I'm going to take this card that just flew out on the table, y'all, before I even had a chance to shuffle. You saw it come through, so let's see what it says. It is the Square. Competition, tension, and disharmony. And I'm going to tell you where there may be some like tension, where what this man, like I told you, this man's not perfect and it's not always sunshine and roses, but he is a good man. And like, you know, I feel like he had to grow through a lot of things. Now the square and the tension is not going to be between you and him. It's going to be sometimes how he'll go silent for a minute, but he'll communicate with you about that first. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, babe, you know, I gotta take a moment to just chill and just gather. And it's usually around like his work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you what I'm picking up that's even deeper than this square. I also want to point out that a square is an aspect between planets in an astrological birth chart. Okay? Like, for example, you could have a square between the planet Venus and the sun. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what this means. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Here it is, girl. Buckle up. Let's really talk because you saw what happened. The card flew out before I could even shuffle. And when spirit moves like that, it's not a mistake, it's a message. You pulled the square card, and while at first glance it might look like drama, I need you to stay with me because this is actually deeper than it appears. Like I just mentioned, and like I say to you guys periodically, I repeat things because I really want you to understand, okay? In astrology, a square is a 90-degree angle between two planets, and yes, it creates tension. But the tension, it's creative, it's catalytic, it forces growth. So when this card comes out in your future spouse's reading, here's what's coming through. This man is not perfect, but he knows how to grow through it. Here's what I'm picking up loud and clear. The tension is not between you and him. It's more about his inner world versus his responsibilities. His desire for peace versus the pressure of being a leader. So sometimes needing to retreat in order to reset. And here's where he stands out from the rest. He will communicate with you about his silence. He doesn't just disappear. He'll say, babe, I need a minute to center myself. I'm not pulling away from you. I'm pulling back into me. And that right there, that's emotional intelligence. The square card isn't a red flag, it's a growth point. It means he's done enough inner work to recognize his tension and honor it without projecting it onto you. You won't be punished for his stress. You won't be walking on eggshells. You'll be informed, included, and respected, even in his quiet seasons. Okay? So, astrologically speaking, listen, this could reflect something like I just said, a Venus square the sun, which is love versus identity, or a Saturn square moon, emotions versus structure. But it ultimately tells me that this man is working to reconcile his personal legacy within his emotional availability. He is learning how to let love be a sanctuary, not a source of pressure. He may be complex, but he's not chaotic. He may go quiet, but he keeps showing up. Okay? He keeps showing up. So now let's bring it all together. You've just experienced his legacy and spiritual depth, his timing and communication style, his emotional bandwidth and healing purpose. And now his growth edge, his tension point, his soul lesson. So this is the moment that we have been building to. The total energetic frequency of your spouse, pile 2. Let me break this man all the way down. This is not a man who gives you butterflies. He gives you blueprints. He gives you structure. He gives you peace. And yeah, maybe a few butterflies too. But this is a man who moves with legacy, speaks with wisdom, and feels with maturity, and heals in silence, but doesn't abandon the connection. He is purpose-driven, emotionally safe, spiritually aware, and most of all, real AF. This is not a fantasy. This is your answered prayer. In a human suit. And you don't complete him. You amplify him. And he doesn't try to dim you. He respects your fire. You'll feel seen. You'll feel chosen. You'll feel like I get to be all of me and I'm still fully loved. If you're still here, then you already know this message was for you. If your spirit is buzzing, if your heart feels like it just recognized something, then baby, don't wait. Book your personal reading at claritybay.com. I'll tell you what I can't say here, and I'll help you confirm this timeline with clarity. And if you haven't already, check out my music channel, XO Janai, because frequency isn't just what I speak, it's what I create. Link in the description. Until next time, Clarity family, honor your journey, protect your power, and don't shrink when the love you ask for starts walking in, because it's coming and it's ready, just like you. As always, I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity family, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is where we find out what your future spouse is really given. Not just who he pretends to be on the outside, but who he is when it's just you and him and the truth. So we're going to talk about his vibe, his moods, his mindset, and how he's going to show up for you. Now, let me be real with you, okay? Let me be real right off the top. This pile right here, he might be a little bad, a little too smooth, too confident, too grown to play games. But if you can handle him, you might just be his match. Before we dive in, if you're vibing with the energy here, check out my music channel, XO Janai. It's high frequency, it's soft power, it's deep soul. Music has always been a private part of my life, and now I'm finally releasing it to the public with love. Link in the description, and if you already subscribed, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, pile 3, let's get into this because you chose the Green Aventurine and the Eagle with the card that says the Mastery. Okay, so let me tell you what this man is given. He is not trying to find himself. He already found himself. And now he's watching to see if you can match the level he's operating on. This man walks with confidence and is not loud, ego-driven, or insecure. It's earned because he has mastered something in this lifetime. It could be his craft, his emotion, his business, or leadership role. But whatever it is, he's elite. Green Aventurine brings in wealthy energy, heart chakra alignment, and calm confidence, winner's frequency. Okay, so this man may have quiet success, passive income, business ownership, or that I'm the plug, not the post kind of power. Okay, so yeah, this man is respected, period. He doesn't ask for validation. He is the standard. So he could be in a leadership position, a natural strategist, and someone with authority in spiritual, business, or creative circles. But whatever his world is, he's the one people go to when they want it done right. He is not easy to impress, but baby, you do, okay? You impress him, and when he locks in, he protects and provides without asking for applause. So let's go deeper, because now that we know he's walking in mastery, let's pull your next card and see what Spirit is showing us about his softness, his wounds, and how he'll handle you when things get real. And make sure you stay until the end of this reading, because I'm going to break down the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. Okay, now this pile is not for the faint of heart, baby. And if this energy is already vibrating in your spirit and you want to go deep, you want the deep dive, go to claritybay.com and book your personal reading, because you already know I'll tell you what I can't say here. So let's go ahead and pull your next card, babe, and see what this man is really working with. Let's do it. What is the energy as it does relate? You have fire. The card says the element of fire heralds new life and positive transformations. So, of course, this does represent the fire zodiacs, and we'll get into that. I want to pull a second card here. You also have Wizard of Awareness. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the fire energy, and then we'll move into the Wizard of Awareness card. I'm picking up something kind of interesting here about your new man, girl. Let's see what it is. All right, let's start with fire. Okay, pile 3 is lit, literally. We're in that grown, elevated, and just a little dangerous frequency. Okay, so baby, your future spouse is not just a master, he's a whole transformation catalyst. Okay, now pile 3, this man, baby, is fire. This is not someone who creeps into your life and slowly figures it out. He shows up and everything shifts. Your thoughts, your energy, your body, your plans. The element of fire brings transformation, and this man is the transformation. So, okay, so this card represents the fire signs. So, yeah, he may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in the top placements of his chart, or he's just carrying that bold, direct, move with purpose energy. He's not afraid of action. He doesn't flinch when things get intense, okay? He's been through the flames and now he ignites. So what I'm feeling is this. He walks in and suddenly you feel more alive, okay? Because he brings the spark back to your confidence. He is the kind of man who makes you say, wait, I forgot love could feel like this. But don't get it twisted. This fire is not just passion. It's purpose. It's drive. It's the power to alchemize everything he touches. This is the type of man who turns breakdowns into breakthroughs, turns pain into power, and turns you into a version of yourself that remembers her worth without apology. Okay. Now here's where it gets interesting. Right after all that fire energy, you pulled the Wizard of Awareness. So what does this tell me? This man is not just action-oriented. He's also deeply present, emotionally attuned, and spiritually watching. He's not reckless. He's intentional. He's not wild. He's wise. He may be quiet at first, the type to observe a room before he speaks. Someone who picks up on vibes, tones, energy shifts, and doesn't ignore them, okay? Because he's got that still water runs deep energy, even when he's fire. And that's what makes him so different. This combo says he can ignite and regulate. He can lead and listen. And he's mastered the balance between making moves and reading the moment. So yeah, he can feel when something's off, even when you don't say it. He doesn't just react, he reflects, and then he moves. Baby, this man is not chaotic. He's powerful, yes. He's intense, yes. But he's also aware, intentional, and energetically in control. So far in pile 3, you've seen mastery from the ego, magnetic confidence from the fire card, and now spiritual precision from the Wizard of Awareness. So let's keep going, because the next we're going to get into how this man handles love, vulnerability, and what you activate in him. And remember, stay till the end, because I am breaking down the total energetic frequency of your future spouse. And if this is hitting your intuition and is saying, this is my man, book your personal reading at claritybay.com. I'll go deep with you one-on-one. So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? All right, so let's see. You have the World card. Okay, that part. Here's what I'm picking up with the World energy. This man, baby, he's not walking in to play games. He's walking in with, completion, elevation, and purpose wrapped in a body you probably weren't even ready for. This is a whole era. So yeah, you just pulled the World, and that's not basic. That's major arcana, destiny level, cycle complete, doorway open, energy on go. This card means fulfillment on every level: mind, body, soul, purpose, partnership. So let me tell you what's really coming through. This is the kind of man who's already wrapped up old karmic cycles. He walked away from what wasn't aligned and done enough internal work to not fumble something real. He's not trying to find the one. He's ready to be the one. He may have lived in multiple cities or countries, gone through multiple ego deaths, or worked his way up from nothing, because this kind of mastery is earned, not given. And you're the reward. You're the match. You're the one who meets him on his level. Okay? This isn't the one who broke your heart. This is the one who shows you why none of them lasted. Okay? Because this man makes life feel bigger, safer, and more real all at once. He brings clarity where you used to carry doubt. And he doesn't just tell you what you mean to him. He shows it every time. And let's not ignore this, okay? The World is also connected to travel, global impact, massive soul alignment. So don't be surprised if he lives at a distance. He brings opportunity with him, or you step into a new chapter that opens way more than just love. Because this man doesn't just change your status, he changes your atmosphere. Let's keep going. So far, pile 3, you've got the ego and mastery, total control of his power. Fire and Wizard of Awareness, balanced passion and presence. Now the World, total energetic completion, and the next level life that comes with it. Let's pull your next card and go even deeper, because we're still going to tap into his emotions, his attachment style, and the way he sees you in his bigger vision. And remember, I'm going to summarize the total energetic frequency of your spouse at the end. So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Let's see what is coming through here. Okay, let's get it. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have? You got the Archangel Christiel, higher consciousness, light, and Christ light. I just had to pause on that. This is a blessing. It's a blessed relationship connection. I absolutely love this for you, Pile 3. So let's see. This is rare. This ain't just a good man. This is a God-aligned man, a divinely activated partner. Okay? This man is raw, sacred, and bad in the best way. Okay? We already knew that this man was elevated, but this card just confirmed he's got spiritual rank. You pulled Archangel Christiel, the Archangel of Christ's light, sacred mission, and divine soul paths. So this isn't just a man with power. This is a man who walks with spiritual authority. This card tells me that your future spouse is deeply guided. Like he may hear from spirit, even if he doesn't call it that. Okay? He walks with intention. He knows his presence has weight. And more than anything, he's not afraid to lead with light. He may not be religious, but his energy is clean, consecrated, and activated. Here's what I'm picking up. He's probably been through a major spiritual awakening. He may have had to die to his old self in order to become who he is now. When it comes to you, he's going to see you as more than a partner. You're not just his person. You're his prayer. You're his purpose partner. You're the one he protects like a calling. And girl, this man's energy is so pure, it might scare you at first. Not because he's too good to be true, but because he'll be the first one who feels safe and strong, who doesn't compete with your power, and honors the light you carry without making you dim it. And let me say this, when you have a man with this kind of frequency, he can cover you in prayer, protect your name in rooms you're not even in, and help you elevate just by being present. This is the love that doesn't just feel good, it awakens you. He might even have a background in energy work, coaching, or just deep self-awareness through lived experience. But however it looks, the result is the same. He's not coming to love you. He's not coming just to love you. He's coming to elevate you. Okay? So far, Pile 3, ego plus mastery gave you masculine excellence. Fire plus wizard of awareness gave you power and spiritual regulation. And the world said that this love completes cycles and begins legacy. And now Archangel Christiel says that this love is divinely guided and energetically clean. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull. You have 2 cards to go. So let's pull your next card. Make sure you stay until the end, because I will break down the total energetic frequency of this connection. Pull your next card. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so you have expect the unexpected. Ooh, wow, this is deep what I feel coming through for you. Something very unique about this connection and this man, and I'm going to tell you what it is. Expect the unexpected. All right, so this love, it don't follow nobody's script, okay? This man don't move like your exes. And baby, this whole connection is giving plot twist in the best way. Here's what I'm channeling. This man might come in when you're not even checking for love and dressed like, he just came from a boardroom or a vision quest, okay? With a vibe that stirs something ancient and sacred in you. He's got that off-script masculine energy, like you can't predict him, but you'll trust him. You'll feel safe and shook all at once, okay? So he might show up quiet, but he's carrying purpose. He might not be flashy, but he's powerful. And let me tell you this, he's going to mirror your evolution. He's going to stretch you in the healthiest ways, and he's going to see you, not the image, not the mask, but the real you. And I keep hearing, not your type, but exactly your soul's type. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and pull your last and final card and see what this message is. Before we summarize the total energetic frequency, let's see what it is. Thank you, Spirit. And you have the planet Neptune, mysticism, spirituality, and escapism. Now, let me tell you what I am picking up. First off, I do want to say that Neptune does rule over Pisces. It's the planet of healing, intuition, and spiritual awareness. So let me tell you what I'm picking up, and then we'll break down the total energetic frequency of your new spouse. Okay. Okay, so let's be clear. Neptune is showing up loud and clear. This is Pisces energy through and through. Deep, dreamy, and divinely guided, and sometimes a little elusive. So let's talk. This card is telling me your future spouse isn't just tapped in. He might be spiritually anointed. He's not your average surface level type. He feels energy in a room before words are spoken, and may have prophetic dreams or strong gut instincts. Might be an artist, healer, or creative visionary. I'm getting someone who walks between worlds. He's grounded, yes, but also otherworldly, like a mystic in disguise. This might even be a man who meditates, pulls his own tarot, and journals with the moon cycles. And babe, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you dream of him before you meet him. That's Neptune for you, okay? It shows up in dreams first, then physical form later. But a word of realness, he's not perfect. He's not perfect. Neptune also rules illusions and escapism. So depending on where he's at on his healing path, you may need to encourage him to stay present, ground his vision into real life action, or help him trust what's real, especially in love. But overall, this card is saying that this man's soul is old, magical, and deeply spiritual, and he's not here to play. Now, you already know what time it is. It's time to break down the total energetic frequency of your future spouse, pile 3. So let's go. I got you. Let's channel it, right? So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy of the total energetic frequency here? All right. What I'm picking up is this. So we got fire, plus world plus Neptune plus ego plus awareness plus Christ light. Christ light. So, girl, this man is bad. B-A-D. And I mean that in the best possible way. He's not just some cute face with ambition, okay? He's got depth, discipline, and divine fire. So let me break it down raw and unfiltered like we do. He's driven with passion. The fire card started this whole pile off, for a reason, right? Because this is a man who's been through HELL and came out blazing. And now he's using that flame to build empires, not excuses. Okay? And he might have had some hard starts in life, but he transformed pain into power. And when it comes to you, he loves hard. He shows up. He puts in the work. He is spiritually awake, but emotionally complex. You pulled Neptune and the Wizard of Awareness. Baby, this man is layered. He's psychic, intuitive, possibly a dreamer. He's got mystic vibes. He may feel familiar because your souls met before, but he can also get caught up in his inner world. So yes, while he's deep and poetic, you'll need to keep the connection grounded. Otherwise, he'll float off in thought, emotion, or creativity. He's mastered himself through experience, the ego mastery card. Okay, this card says it all. This man is grown. He's been humble. He has built his character. He's not learning how to love. He already knows. He sees long-term, not situationship. He's worldly and wise. The world card tells me that this man has traveled either physically or spiritually, closed big karmic cycles, graduated from his past relationships with wisdom, okay? So he's not carrying old baggage. He's carrying lessons. He is divinely guided, and your connection is blessed. Archangel Christiel came through to remind you, this isn't just a good match. This is a soul mission. Your love will help elevate others. It might inspire music, books, a business, or just the people around you. Okay? So this man is spiritual, sensual, emotionally intelligent, and deeply intentional. He may be quiet sometimes, especially during intense work cycles. But that's because he wants to bring you stability, not chaos. You don't have to heal him, fix him, or raise his vibration. You just have to receive him. And baby, he sees you too. If you want to go even deeper, and you already know I can't say everything on here, your personal reading link is in the description, or go to claritybay.com. I'd love to channel his name, his birthday window, what he looks like, and even what you'll be doing when you meet. Thank you for writing this all the way out. If this resonated, drop a green heart and a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't already, check out my music channel, XO Janai. The link is in the description. Music has always been in my soul, and I just recently started sharing it. So if you vibe with it, I'd be so grateful for your support. Till next time, keep your energy high and your standards higher. You're not asking for too much. You are the frequency.